In a parallel universe, women don't change their names at marriage altars, where women get to decide if they wish to squeeze out a life of their bodies, where women can share their discomforts and disagreements freely, and singlehood is not met with the eyes of pity, where mothers have the liberty to pursue their hobbies. Women around me are creating this parallel universe, but how can they succeed when the scaffolding keeps collapsing? You see Seema Didi scrubbing the dishes until her fingerprints fade, also scrubs away the dream of her daughter going to school. And she hopes to get her married soon, because what does a girl need if not a groom? My neighbor, who leads a team of 20, has this morning ritual quite steady, standing before the mirror and asking her husband if she is looking fat. And it's not just that. At work, when she delegates, she feels she is being unfair. And when she showers care, she gets too scared. For her softness could be interpreted as her weakness. So the position she holds, more often than not, she feels she doesn't belong there. And me? Well, I criticize myself with utmost scrutiny for being too loud, too quiet, too much, too little, for occupying spaces in places where I don't fit in, which is mostly everywhere I step in. But somewhere in that parallel universe, we are free of the notion that XS and double XLs can create our identity, of the labels that we were never meant to carry, where guilt is not in our vocabulary, and where self-doubts do not hold a space in our mental libraries, where Naina never removes her spectacles regardless of what Aman or Bunny feel. Women around me are trying to rebuild this world that we never designed, to rewrite the rules that we never defined, to create this parallel universe where women are liberated. But to be very honest, I feel women around me are exhausted. I mean, think of the women in your life. How many of them you feel are well rested? Somewhere in the parallel universe, this doesn't happen. But well, women around me, while they are trying, they're also failing to see that this is far away from reality. Because no matter how much Seema Didi stretches her wages, her husband always finds ways to trade off her daughter's future for bottles of liquor. And my neighbor, well, she gets fed with these images that breed insecurities through ads, through magazines, through movies. Those movies that replicate regional stories and then replace the protagonists by white-skinned ladies. My neighbor, as she navigates in the companies created by men for men, where the temperature of the AC is mostly set as per the male bodies. Because corporate doesn't honor the flexibility that women's energy levels change almost every week. So basically, productivity becomes yet another definition of masculinity. And other workplaces are no different. Take hospitals, for instance. The female doctors and nurses, they are expected to perform their duties efficiently, but are denied of their basic rights, including safety. But somewhere in that parallel universe, women have the audacity to say, hell with your jobs and hell with your money, and until you fix your policies, you don't deserve me. But who are we kidding, really? Even the idea of this parallel universe seems delusional to me, because from where I see, we are far away from equality. And women around me are trying to break the stereotypes, to fight for our rights, to challenge the norms, to erase the patriarchy, to turn this imaginary parallel universe into reality. My question still remains open. Is this all just a woman's responsibility?